guys, it's Julian, and today I'm going to be showing you a map that I made myself. It's a Sumo Tori map, and if you don't know what Sumo Tori is, it'll explain it here, but it's just in a lot of famous Minecraft YouTubers videos, like Bayesian Canadian and ASF Jerome and all that. But so, players must try to punch each other off the platform. There are 23 Sumo Tori platforms, all made with different designs and from different blocks. So I made it, there isn't one block the same, and they're all different designs. And just so you know, I didn't use World Edit or anything on this. I made it block by block. And so, unless mobs are turned off, play on peaceful difficulty. So I have mobs turned off, and I don't really like peaceful difficulty because then you can regen up on the platform. And so play in survival mode, especially when battling, or else you can't win. And good luck, have fun, and may the best Sumo Tori win. Made by me. So I'm just gonna set the time to day, cause I like daytime. Okay, so over here you'll see there's plenty of pressure plates. And so what you're gonna do is just stand. I'm just gonna show you all the platforms I made in this video. So stand on the pressure plate to go to the first platform. So you stand on that and you're up here. So the first one is it's a sponge tower, and then there's like a cross and then ice. And so sorry, when I'm recording on this computer my fly always stuffs up. It's annoying. But sorry, and then the interesting thing about ice is that that if you were like charging at someone over the other side and then they dodged you, you could slide off. Well, I didn't just then, but usually you would. Sorry, I'm on a different computer and it's pretty laggy. It's all. But so yeah, and if you don't worry about this pressure plate at the bottom here. It says stand on pressure plate to go back to spawn. I just did that for the first 3 because I wasn't thinking about how the fall will kill them and they'll go back to spawn anyway. But so yeah, don't worry, that doesn't mean anything. You can just stand on that and it'll bring you back here. So second platform. Okay, this one is made of obsidian, I'm pretty sure. Yep, an obsidian tower. And yeah, my fly worked. And then it's got corners. Oh, and then the platform's made of snow and it's got corners. So yeah, that's just a different way of doing it. So you can jump from there to there, and and you can trip like that. And so yeah, that one would be very interesting. I really like that one. Let's go over here. Okay, with this one, it's made of mossy cobble and then note blocks. And so it's just a normal square, but my screen recorder stuffs up sometimes and I don't think you'll be able to hear this, but if I go on survival mode, when they're trying to punch each other, it will make a little song. It'll make, like, it might not be a good song, but it'll make little music, and who knows, it might even distract them, and, yeah, it might fall. Fly! Ugh. Sometimes it goes stupid, and it only lets me fly, like, on the ground. So, this one is made of pillar of quartz, and then birchwood, and you've got the one pillar of quartz blocks right in the center, and then I put it all on the side facing the same direction, so it kind of looks like zebra print. And this one has one block taken off the corners, so it probably wouldn't affect it that much unless you like tried to run across there and cut you off. But anyway, just to make it interesting and for a different one. So over here, maybe I'll just keep flying and I won't go down to the ground. But so this one is made of bedrock and then hay bales. So you've got one hay bale in the middle standing upright, and then all the others are on the side. And it's like a little grid, I guess, and there's just holes in the middle. And yeah, there'll be a harder one because it'll be much easier to fall. You come over here, and you've got end stone, and then emerald blocks. And with the emerald block, there's one in the middle, and then there's like a diamond there with yeah, and it's I'm gonna just go down here for a minute, and so it'll be much harder to stay alive, but it'll also, I mean, I don't remember what I was trying to say, but it'll also, what I was saying is it'll also be hard to get the other person off, as well as being hard to stay alive. But I did make it so it isn't too far away. You can jump from there to the middle block. I'm just lagging, so I can't do it. But it is possible. I do it all the time. It's actually not that hard. Anyway, over here, you've got nether bricks, and then diamond ore. And it's just 9 blocks. It'll just be the person to get the first few punches on there. Possibly even the first punch wins. See, on the corner, and go! And, yeah. So, fly! My fly was working perfectly before I started recording. Ooh, a hole. Watch down here. Anyway, so, yeah, it was working perfectly. I was like, maybe I'll record it again, and now it's stuffing up again. But anyway, this one's made, I'm rambling. This one's made of diamond blocks, and then glowstone. This one is probably one of my favorites, because, you see, it's actually the same design as the snow, with the corners, but then I've got these little pathways connecting the corners, and it's really fun to play on this one. And if you look at it, it actually kind of looks like a superhero logo, like Green Lantern or Green Hornet or something. Anyway, it could be Sumo Tori man. Okay, this one is made of gold blocks and then nether quartz ore, and so it's like a little diamond, but spiky around the edges. And yeah, so that's pretty much all that one is. But so if you look down here, it kind of looks like a cracker. Is that making you hungry? Maybe that will distract them when they're up there battling. Okay, so just ignore that. That as disturbing as that might have been. But so this one is made of smooth sandstone and then melons. And so it's just a little cross, but then a square in the middle. And so yeah, you can jump from there to there to there and fall. Yeah. And so that's that one. that one's pretty cool as well, I reckon. Over here, you've just got plain cobblestone and then netherrack. And so this one is just a tiny little cross. But then the interesting thing about this one is it's got a little block one lower in the corners. So that could save your life from falling if you got punched and you land on that. Oh, well, I just fell. But you can land on it. But it could also... But even though it takes such a short time to just quickly jump from up there back up to the cross, all the time, that is plenty of time for to give the other person to punch you right off. So it'll be very hard to get back up, but it's a very fun one to play. Over here, you've got clay blocks and then leaves, and so it's just a tiny little cross. But then, for no real reason really, I just made it 2 blocks deep, and if you look at it, it kind of looks like a really, really tall tree. So that'll be another one where the first few punches wins. Okay, I like this one because the tower is made of jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins. And this one took me a long time to build because I went jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin. And, but not only did I do that, if you know what I mean, I turned it every time. Like, I jump up there, then I went to pumpkin, turned, went like that, turned, jack-o'-lantern, turned, pumpkin, turned, jack-o'-lantern, turned, pumpkin. But so, if you look at it now, it's like that. And on this side, like that. And on this side, like that. So yeah, it's quite cool, even though it doesn't make a difference, the tower. But yeah, just for good looks. Oh, come on, let me fly. I need to get up there. Well, anyway, if I can't get up there, it's a redstone block cross, and yeah, there we go. There's the fly. And so, it's just a big cross, and so you can jump from like there to there and stuff. Yeah, it would be a hard one to play probably, because it's only 1 block wide. But so, yeah. Over here, you've got blocks of coal, and then sticky pistons. The sticky pistons look really cool on top, and then, but some are taken out, so there's holes there, and I would demonstrate falling through, but then, I don't know, my fly might stuff up again, and so I don't want to waste time like that, and so, yeah, so, I'm just gonna show you. So if you were running at someone and that hole was there, you could fall through and onto the ground. Yeah, that would be a hard one to play as well. There it is. Okay, this one's made of bricks, and then, glass. And I like this one as well, because not only can you see to your inevitable death, all the way down to the ground. I showed my mom and it made her sick. Looking down to the ground like that, but so it's glass, so you can see through it, and there's blocks poking up, so you could run into them. And because it's glass, it might be hard to see, so it's hard to get some sprint on here because you keep running into blocks, especially if you're laggy. It's the hardest platform ever. But so yeah, it's a fun one to play. Yeah. So over to the next one. Okay, here. So this one's made of tiny little fence posts, and then it's got 2 platforms. So the first one is just a little ring, I guess, with one made of lapis lazuli ore, 1 block in the middle, and then all around. And then when you fall through, you get like a second chance, I guess, unless you fly all the way over it. And there's gold ore here with a bigger square, and so yeah, so once you knock that person off, then yeah, 1 more knock and they're off. But if you jump down to get them, they still have a chance of getting you all the way off altogether. So it's an interesting one. It's the highest, definitely, as well, because I had to make it high, because there's going to be 2 flat platforms. Over here, made of bookshelves, actually, and then redstone ore. And so it's just a plain square, but I didn't want to do anything to it because it's really pretty when you walk along it, because look, it lights up and it gets all sparkly. And when you're on survival mode, when you punch it, all these little flakes come up, and after a while, I'll just do it. After a while, see, you're punching it and it all lights up, and it's really beautiful. And that might even distract them, like they can't see. But so yeah. Over to the next one. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. Okay, over to this one. Made of, oh, what's it called? Chiseled something. Chiseled stone bricks or something. Oh, it actually was chiseled stone bricks. So, and then it's soul sand, and it's just a plain square. But then if you don't know this already, soul sand makes you walk really slowly. So, that could actually save your life, or it could kill you. Much like a lot of my platforms. And so, this is me sprinting. That's as fast as I can go. Not sprinting. Oh wait, that was not sprinting. Sprinting. It's lagging, it won't let me sprint. But anyway, you go slowly, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Over here, you've got yellow dyed clay, and then I think it was magenta. And hey guys, so yeah, sorry, I just ran out of time and had to. Anyway, so yeah, yellow dyed clay tower, and then I think it's magenta, and it's like a square again, but with 1/4 of it chopped out. So yeah, it'll be a very interesting one to watch, and you can jump from there to there, but as you know, my sprint and fly is bad because of the laggies. I got a case of the lags. It's hard to double click buttons. Fly. Well, I'm trying to fly, but okay, so are you gonna let me fly or not? There we go. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is this one over here. So it's cobblestone walls and then chiseled quartz blocks, I'm pretty sure it is. And it's just like two smaller squares that you would each start on one of them and charge at each other pretty much. Over here it's iron blocks and then lapis lazuli blocks. And so my sister said I should make one out of water, and so I didn't really know what she meant, and she didn't mean this. She just wanted something to do with water, and so I made lapis lazuli blocks and then water heading off the sides. And so of course I did put pressure pads down the bottom to go back to spawn to go to the next one, because if you land on water you're not going to die. But so anyway, I made it lapis lazuli blocks because it sort of blends in and it looks like the water. But so you would start you'd start over in a corner, and so you would charge, and it's hard to get around, and the water could also push you off the edge. Oh no! Splash. And see, if I land down there and I didn't die, there's a sign over here that says pressure plate to go back to spawn. Over here, pressure plate to go back to spawn, and there it is. It's the signs all around directing you to where the pressure plate is, no matter where you land. But so yeah, that one's a fun one to play as well. Fly. What? I didn't want to. What? Oh. Anyway, 20-second platform. Okay, this one is another interesting one because it's made of cacti, and if you haven't noticed, a lot of these later ones are on top of trees. Just a little note. So it's made of cacti and then stone slabs, and it's riddled with cobwebs. And so yeah, the cobwebs could save your life. For example, if you were about to be punched off, it could catch you and it gives you time to punch the other person away, but it could also kill you. Like, if you were winning and then you ran into one, oops, that was not intentional to fall, and you land in one, gives them time to punch you off as well. So yeah, that's another one of mine that it could save your life or it could kill you. I like those sort of ones. And I'm pretty sure this is my last one. Made of sand, and then it's meant to be the hardest, made of end portal blocks, and it's just one block line, width line pretty much. So you start here and just charge at each other. Charge! Charge, 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 charge! So yeah, I like that one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the platforms. I hope you enjoyed it. Map download link is in the description. Please try it out for yourself. And yeah, I worked really hard on this. Made it block by block myself. and it would mean so much if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would just mean so much to have your support. And even just to download the map, to know that someone liked it, it would make my day. A simple click of a button can do so much with me. But so, yeah, that was my Sumo Tori map. I'm Julian, and I hope you liked it. Bye!